Hi, some more exercise. Let's get cracking. Make sure that you've had something to eat, you've had your medication, you've got your pumps and sprays with you, room is ventilated, you have some water, and you're motivated to go. You need a band for today's session, a little bit of energy. So we're marching. So as we're marching, think about your posture. So the feet need to be hip distance apart, knees are soft, pelvis tucked under, tummy muscles nice and tight, lifting up through the chest, shoulders relaxing down, arms down to the side, chin tucked in. Away we go. Okay, so let's just bring up the pace a little bit. So we'll do a quick rewarm. So it's warming up our muscles, warming up our joints, increasing your heart rate, ready to do the session. So a little punch forward, keeping your shoulders nicely relaxed, so don't hunch up through the shoulders, little punch forward. A little punch down. Again, still keeping that chest raised. Taking your arms round to the side, little swim, squeezing back with your shoulder blades as you draw the arms back. Again, nice deep breaths while you're doing so. Taking your hands down to the side. Slow the pace so your feet are flat to the floor. Little sway from side to side. So it's lifting your heels up as you move from side to side, making sure the whole body moves from side. You loosen through the back. Take the arms a little higher. Take them up to shoulder height. And then slowly lower them down. Take the hands to the side of the legs, hands onto the side, shoulders are back, a little tilt from one side, taking it up to the center, to the opposite side. So you're mobilizing through your spine. All the way down until you feel that everything sort of closes up and stops you moving any further. And then come up to center position. Walk the feet narrow or in line with your hips. Circle the shoulders and then raise the arms just to brush past the hair. So lift up with those elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and feel your scapula in your back lifting and lowering as you raise the arms up and over. We're taking the hands down, a little shake of the hands, a little tap forward. Point the toe to the floor quite close to you so you have a little bit of bend. So you can do this or you can do this, so the legs closer to you so you have a little bit more bend. Okay, so a little march. So we're doing little intervals and the first exercise is heel digs. So we'll do heel digs here. So today you work through your arms, a little bit of strengthening through the wrists as well. So tapping forward with your heels, elbows into the side, drawing the hands up to your shoulders. Keep it smooth, keep it rhythmic. Try to make sure each tap forward comes forward the same distance. And the pace is up to you. You can increase the pace if you want to, or you can slow it down. You don't need to use the arms. You can hold on to something if you need to. So every time you place the heels down, draw the toes up towards you. So little heel digs. So we've got another 10 seconds left. And we're going into step touch. So it's changing the mode from side to side. So if we lower the arms down, just circle the shoulders and take that movement to the side. So tap to the side, slow the pace. So start to get that sideways movement and change the move. So stepping now to the side, not just tapping, stepping to the side. Taking the arms from side to side. Keep your shoulders back and down. And just a light tap to the inside of that foot as it moves from side to side. You can take the arms a little higher. But because your arms in front, try not to round the shoulders. So keep the shoulders back and down, keep that strong upright position. So with this variation, you can take it longer. You can add a little bend as you move from side to side. That's your choice. You can keep it small. You don't need to use the arms. You can just hold on if you want to. You can take the arms across or add that little bend or add that little hop. So lots of different levels. You can work at your own level. So this is sort of a mid-range, I guess. So step touch. So we're doing a combination of things and exercises which get you moving, increases your heart rate, but also we have a little active rest. So it just means that you're not working so highly intensely. You just bring the effort level down by using the band. So just bring the movement back to a march, having the band nice and close. We're taking the band, we're taking it underneath the foot. Foot or feet depends on the strength and the length of the band. The movement is a bicep curl. So it's locking the elbows into the side, keeping the wrists nice and fixed, keeping it smooth and controlled on the way up and on the way down. So again, nice deep breaths as you're breathing in and out. So lock those elbows in, back nice and straight, legs straight but not locked out, and keep those wrists fixed. Good strong grip of the band to improve the wrist strength. So we're working through the biceps, the muscles of your upper arm. We're working through the wrists because you're holding tightly onto that band, but we're going to isolate the wrists a little more. So taking the band, knuckles underneath, and you're just twirling up and down. So keep the wrists, it's just a wrist movement to help strengthen the wrists. So the arms aren't moving at all, it's just a movement through the wrists, so up and down. Because it's just a small area, we don't want to overwork it, so we're not going to do that for too long. Okay, so rest there. Slowly allow the band to drop down. Take the band away from your feet or foot. Just circle the shoulders, just loosen out here. So heel digs. So it's 1, 2, 3, heel. 1, 2, 3, heel. So it's what you did earlier. Just a little thought pattern. Just changing it because it's a 1, 2, 3 and a tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. So I was going to add in the arms, but just the thought of adding in the arms threw me off key. So you can add the arms. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3. So it's good to work and challenge your brain. So it's a bit like rubbing your tummy, oops, and tapping your head. So I'm talking 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and a little march. So it's reading my next exercise. So knee bends. So knee bends or a squat. Let's start with a little knee bend. You can do it with a chair. Little knee bend, tap, tap. Knee bend, tap, tap without the chair. Or a squat, tap and a tap. The squat down, tap, tap. So again, just drop down as far as you feel comfortable. Keep the body square. Try not to rock too much from side to side as that toe comes forward. Okay, you've got 25 seconds left. So it's quite a deep movement. Using lots of larger muscle groups, so it can get you a little bit out of breath. You can do a lot quicker if you want to. The pace is up to you. Got 5 seconds left. Okay, a little march. Back to the bands. Taking the band, taking it out behind. Taking one foot on the band, one stride forward. Good strong grip of the band, bring the band forward. Depends on the length of your band. You could take that band a little higher. So the band is back, slightly forward, so a straight line through from your ankles back your knees, hips and shoulders, raising those arms up. So you could take them up to shoulder height. Again, it depends on the length of the band. You should be feeling the resistance, the strength through the wrist and holding the band as you draw that band forward. So keep it nice and smooth. Do a couple more. Lowering the band down, taking that back foot forward. Okay, so that was working strengthening through your arms and through the wrists. So taking it into tap backs. So raising up your breathing a little by doing big arm and leg movements. So tap backs. Arms coming forward, little tap back. Keep the chest lifted, keep it smooth, keep it controlled. And again, as you tap back, make sure that tap comes directly in line with your hips. So everything stays nice and rhythmic. It's not like a spotted dog, so when you've got one arm going up, one arm going back. It's a little bit easier to think about. The arms coming up, tapping out behind. Just over halfway. So doing this for a little bit longer. Get that heart rate raised. So we've got tap backs and we've got half jacks. So it's changing the room, changing the direction that we're moving our hips and our legs. So we don't do too much in one direction, breaking it up a little. Okay, a little march to reset. Tapping out to the side. Arms out, half jacks. So a little tap with your toes, you can keep those arms bent. Try and get the arms up to shoulder height. You can lengthen the arms and take that tap a little further. You can take it into full jacks if you want to. So everyone works at different levels. Try not to twist. One mistake when people do is twisting. Let's keep it upright. Let's work our core. Get our limbs moving away from our body and keeping our core nice and strong. We've got 15 seconds left doing our half jacks. After our half jacks, again, it's reaching for the band. So there's not too much of one exercise in one group. It's just mixing it up, making it a little bit more interesting. Just taking those arms up and out to the side. Little march. As we march, grab the band. So we're working our back and shoulders, biceps. Reaching up with the band. Easiest option, drawing into the chest. Depends on your range of movement, your mobility through your shoulders as well. So reach forward and back. You can make it longer to get the range of movement, to mobilize you through your shoulders a little more. You can make it shorter, add a little bit more strength. Get stronger through your shoulders and your upper back. So reaching up and drawing back. If your range of movement is good through the shoulders, you can reach up. I'll dip down so you can see. Reach up and draw down. Keep those wrists fixed as you draw down. Keep that head facing forward. So don't be tempted to do this. That's wrong. If you can't do this without moving the head, keep the movement in front. Keep it safe. So work until you can't. Rest until you can. Good idea to keep the feet moving. So lean back with those elbows. Wrists follow through behind. So let's pull down. Keep breathing, keep pulling. It's nice to do a little bit more on your back. You tend to stoop or collapse into this mode. Maybe doing a lot of work, watching TV, sewing, texting, working on your laptop, working anything in front of you, which helps, which promotes bending through the back and the upper shoulders. So let's pull down. So we're going to leave it there. So I hope you've had a little bit of an ache. Just circle the shoulders. Taking the band, placing it away and circling here. So we're taking it into knee raise. So one knee, then the other. Again, you can hold on to something if your balance is compromised. So it's tapping the opposite knee with the opposite hand. So you can keep it low level, you can take it higher, or you can take it to jump. As you jump, you don't need to lift the whole body off the floor. You can just sort of push through the heels. So knee raises. Again, try to keep your body square, so we're not sort of doing this. Keep your body square today. Arms nice and high. Nice deep breath. So again, it's a big movement. You can well bring your heart rate up. Okay, so you've got 20 seconds left of the knee raises. Next exercise is a flip kick. So it's kicking forward with your feet and kicking forward. Okay, so bring it back to a reset march. So a little kick forward. So again, keeping your body upright. Keep that movement so you don't lock the knees out. And with your arms, if you can, draw your arms chest height. You don't have to. You can keep them down. Or you can do upright rows. So you can do nothing. Upright rows is a little easier. Or pushing forward. So a little kick. You can take that kick higher if you want to. So different options to suit you. Got 20 seconds left doing this exercise. And we're reaching for the band again. The band exercise is the same exercise as you're doing with the arms at the moment. It's taking the band behind your back and pushing forward to work your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. Okay, so let's grab the band. Take the band behind your back and pushing forward. Keep the wrists fixed. Elbows come back, elbows stay high, push forward. A lot of people do this. They open out. You need to get the elbows back and push forward. Back and push forward. Again, smooth and controlled as you push forward and as you draw back. You have another 15 seconds doing this exercise. After your 15 seconds, which isn't, we just bring the movement back to a march. Okay, bands down, place it to the side, do a march and reset, just circle the shoulders. We've done marching, we've done heel digs, put it together. So it's a march forward with a heel tap and back with a heel tap. And again, it depends on how much movement or how much room you have in front of your device. So a little tap and back. You can add that little hop if you want to. So purposely marching forward, making a stride as long as you can. So you may only get one or two or three before you have to stop and come back. So another 18 seconds, coming back and forth. Okay, make this the last time forward and back. Okay, so a little tap. Okay, so tap and reach across. Reach across, tap. Turn your eyes to follow beyond the fingers as you move from side to side. So you're getting a little twist through the waist. Keep your body upright so you're not twisting forward. Let's get your body upright. Twisting across, a little tap with that toe and that heel raised. So really push across. Okay, so we've got another 15 seconds left. And reach across. Tapping that toe, keeping the heel raised. Really pushing across with those arms. Okay, so a little march. Back to the band. Taking the band under the front foot. Either a step forward or a lunge. Thumb on top. Straight arm push back. You can take this to the chair if your balance is compromised, placing the band underneath your feet, pushing straight back. So this is for your upper back and your triceps. You don't need to go into that squat position if you don't want to. Just holding that band nice and tight, straight arm back. So I'm going into, you go into that lunge position, sorry, not squat, lunge position. Nice and deep, bend that back leg, shoulders back. You're targeting your legs as well as your back and your triceps. Again, nice smooth movements. Don't sort of jerk it back, just keep it smooth as far as you can back and control as you come forward. You've got 20 seconds left. So squeeze your shoulder blades, keep the arm nice and straight and push back. 5 seconds left. You're stepping forward with that rear leg, placing the band to the side, working with your right leg, heel toe. So heel toe with one foot. And heel toe with the other. So heel toe. Again, keep your back as upright, body as upright as possible. Back to that original foot. So heel toe. And again, swap and change legs. Go back to the original leg, long in front, long behind if you can, or you can stay with that small move if you want to. So it's tap forward with the heel, toe out behind. There's that slight bend in that support leg as well. Strengthen that opposing knee as well. Okay, swap and change. So you can stay with the small or the toe out behind, heel in front, heel toe. Okay, we've got 15 seconds left. Reaching back, tapping forward. Okay, little march. Okay, so we're doing a little knee bend and then a heel raise. Knees bend, heel raise. Or squat, heel raise. Totally up to you. Don't make the heel raise too choppy. My last one was a little bit choppy. So it's controlling up and down. It's not lifting and allowing the weight to drop you down. It's controlling the lift up and the control of the lower down as well. Okay, make this the last one now. Reach for the band. Grab the band, nice and simple. Keep it on a chair close to you. Place it underneath your feet or foot. Good strong grip of the band. Simple. Shoulder shrugs. Actually, put both feet over. So I'm not coming forward, not crunching forward. I'm pushing, almost pushing my shoulder blades back as I do the shoulder shrug. So this is wrong. It's going to close everything down. Close your chest. You get a little stretch across your chest as you draw the arms up and out to the side. Again, just a small area. So it tends to tire a little bit sooner. We've got another 15 seconds left. Okay, ready to release the band. Release the band. Just circle the shoulders, loosen them out. Now you've done a walk, and you've done a knee raise. We're putting it together. So as a walk forward, knee raise, walk back, knee raise. Again, travel the floor as much as possible. So again, when you lift the knee up, lift the knee to the chest, don't curl in. None of this. Keep the back straight, lift those knees up. Just keep those arms rhythmic as you draw that movement back and forth. Sometimes doing a static movement is quite simple. We add it into the travelling mode, makes it a little bit more tricky. So one more forward, one more back. Okay, so hold it here. So a little tap forward with your heels, placing your hands round into your lower back, squeeze your shoulder blades back. You can clasp the hands, raise the hands up if you want to. Keep your chin tucked in, shoulders relaxed and down. Just raise the arms up to get the stretch across the chest. Okay, keeping the arms there, a little tap out to the side. Loosen the arms, loosen the shoulders. Take the hands interlink, just a little push forward. Not rounding, just a little push forward. Okay, taking the arms down, circling the shoulders. Bending at the knees, see if you can squeeze the heels towards your bottom. Keep your weight fairly central, so you're not rocking from side to side. So it's not like a step touch and a hamstring curl, just flicking that heel back. Now see if you can take your right leg, bending at the knee. So doing those flicking movements becomes a bit of a rehearsal. Your body gets used to bringing the heel up behind, so it tends to be a little bit easier grabbing the heel. But obviously you can hold on to something if you need to. You need to keep your knees in line, back nice and straight, heels into the bottom as tightly as possible. Make sure it comes to the centre of your cheek and not out to the side. And lowering the foot down, again going into that movement. Trying to flick kick, so I'm not sort of coming forward. I'm keeping my back upright, flicking the heels back. So I'm bring my left leg, or your left leg, bring the knee in towards your bottom. So it becomes a little bit easier, that progression into that stretch. It tends to be a little bit easier because you've just already sort of drawn the heel. So it's a bit of a warm up to this whole stretch. So again, knees in line, back nice and straight. Squeeze that heel in towards that bottom. Okay, lower the foot down, little toe taps forward. Taking your right leg forward, inch forward to the waist. Stick your bottom up, stick your bottom back, keep your hips square, ankles and toes in line, and draw that toe up. Reach down towards that toe if you can. Don't reach across, lean forward. So I'm not reaching across to my foot, I'm literally coming forward and touching. You're dropping the toe down, bend your knees, step back, heel raises, keep that circulation there. Taking your opposite leg forward, hips square, hinge forward, hands onto your thighs, head raise, straight, fine, ankle, back of the knees and your hips. You're going to hinge forward a little bit more, even hinge through the whole of the hips, not just one side. And again from there, draw that toe up, making sure that toe isn't tipping in or out, straight up towards you. Reach down the thigh, the leg, the shin, down to that foot. Again, keeping your weight forward. Okay, slowly dropping that toe down to the floor, bending the knees, ease yourself slowly up, step back. Take a deep breath in, drawing the hands up to the chest. And slowly out. Again, one deep breath in and slowly out. Take the arms round to the side, circle the shoulders, and well done. Done for another day. See you all again soon. Take care. Bye.